What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another review video. And this is the post-Raw edition of Monday Night Raw on December 2nd, 2024. And man, what a very, I'll say, impressively shocked Raw that was on tonight. And WWE did a very fantastic job getting SNA here, well invested here. And yeah, and doing a pretty good job on how to book this show. And turn all the wrestlers that are baby faces, the ones that I like, and the ones that are heels. They're doing a really good job for when it comes to the heels. They make me feel like I really don't like these guys when I really don't hate them whatsoever. Like, they're doing a really good job getting well invested in and entertained with, make them absolutely entertaining, and stuff like that. And the elements after the pay-per-view made sense, especially with a returning star, with them asking some logical questions and then following up to a future showdown, probably at the showcase event of the Immortals. We also saw, it was a tease of a heel turn, and then we got a very shocking heel turn tonight. And some other matches that's on the card, like the first women's Intercontinental Championship tournament match, which I'm not sure if the right woman won that match. Nothing against them, but just saying, I'm not sure if it made sense in storyline, and also a pretty solid and I'll say storytelling intriguing main event. Let me rephrase that. And what else happened? I need to get off. Oh yeah, and a potential tease of a babyface turn and a feud that's getting started. Maybe it's gonna be a short-term one until Saturday night's main event. And yes, I said Saturday night. That's why I said Saturday night's main event, because they added a match, maybe one more match before the premium live event. Well, they announced two matches actually. One that we obviously knew was probably going to happen, which is the Women's World Championship. But yeah, there's so much to talk about right here on this episode of Monday Night Raw, which we're going to start things off with WWE showing the recaps of Survivor Series. And this is where after they showed it from the women's War Games match to the men's War Games, and this is where they brought out one of the members of the OG Bloodline. He came out it came out is where he came into the building along with CM Punk. Kofi Kingston did. It's where we saw. It's where we got CM Punk that gave handshakes to both his teammates from this past Saturday, along with Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. It was Sami Zayn and Jey Uso, because they're Raw wrestlers. Of course, you got to meet up with them. This is where CM Punk did the yeet movement, with him for a handshake to him, while Sami Zayn, this is where he tried to go for a handshake to him. This is where he looked around, making sure nobody's not getting no good idea. This is where this is where they did a little cool handshake. This is where CM Punk leaned towards him and said something. I cannot recall what exactly it was, but he just said, I think it's you don't have to worry, because, there's nobody around in this area, which that's probably was the case at the time. But since as of late, when him being a teammate, everybody's looking at Sami Zayn the wrong way. So that's why Sami Zayn's on his guard of not being being spotted with him hanging out with someone like CM Punk. Just because he respects the guy doesn't mean he's associated with him. But this is where we got CM Punk then got on the microphone once he entered the ring after giving the handshake and fives to everybody in the arena in Everett, what's that, Washington? That's where CM Punk got, they're it is where it's all right, fans, for those that are at home, we are fully sold out in this building right now. In Everett, it's where fans are chanting, you darn right you are sold out. This is where CM Punk then added saying, and as for me, I stood up in that ramp, fresh from a possible career-ending Hell in a Cell match, and I told you all that I was not sure what the future held for CM Punk, and that was about over or under 2 months ago, actually. And he was I have a lot of things to consider. And speaking of the last time from less than 2 months ago, let's say we saw also return, which I'm not going to get into till the end of the show, but it was Monday Night Raw was very hella good. Probably probably the best one of the month, I guess you could say. I'm not sure about comparisons of any other episode of Raw of the year because Monday Night Raw has been like its name, and that's the A show. But anyways, where we got CM Punk then continue on. He's like, it's where then he was like, and deja vu hit, but better. And he was like, because I'm standing here, live in color, like fresh off of the potential career-ending like War Games match as well. And this is where fans, like you can survive anything if you can survive two different career-ending cage matches, like and you can still stand on your feet. Which CM Punk, is a survivalist and a specialist when it comes to brutal matches. But this is where CM Punk then continues in. I know where I'm going, which he pointed to his head. He was like, I may be a lot less beat up today than I was 2 nights ago. And also under 2 months ago at post Hell in a Cell. Like, I think it's a little obvious. You can all tell. Like, I put my personal things aside. I handle my business against Drew McIntyre, and they take care of a little personal business. And I was like, that's a very funny thing to funny thing to mention him at this night. Well, we're just gonna talk about that in just a moment. But this is where we got CM Punk's like, and I got a little phone call by my longtime best friend Paul Heyman, and they gave me an offer that. I was hesitant to choose, but it's where fans start chanting the recent Hall of Famer's name by chanting EC Dub, like if they're in a 2300 arena again. But unfortunately, not tonight. They were in Everett, Washington, like in a totally different venue in the other side of the country. That's where then we got CM Punk was like, what the future holds is what it says on that sign right up into the bottom right, up in the ceiling, like into the edge of the ceiling. This where then they show it was a WrestleMania sign, which he's looking for of main eventing WrestleMania, a dream that he wanted to accomplish since he I'll say got into wrestling in the first place. But it's where CM Punk was like I know what the future CM Punk holds. And there's multiple roads you could take to get there, and there's different ways to you can finish your story. Which he dropped. Yes, sir, ma'am. He did drop that line. Like if he's the Cody Rhodes now of this time, like with him trying to finish his story, like Cody Rhodes did when he became WWE champion. He's trying to finish the story of the main event WrestleMania, which he has yet to do, on both his first and second run, because he tried to go for a second run. It was not a chance, like the last few times, and from 2012 to 2013, but that's a different story for a different day. But it's where it's CM Punk like the Royal Rumble is right around the corner. Like maybe that's the road I take, and after that is Elimination Chamber. Perhaps that's the fork in the road that I choose to get a shot at the one. But either road I take, if there's one of them that's the dead end. But the good news is, I got a favor or two in my pocket that I could call upon to get where I need to go. And I was like, hopefully he's not trying to bribe the referee and try to get a win that way. And this is where CM Punk then continue saying, I came into my show, and this is where before he can even finish his sentence, on the statement of main eventing WrestleMania on the subject, this is where he immediately gets interrupted by somebody, and it was not the ring again at Al Gunta. Because he wasn't name dropped by CM Punk, and secondly, he asked Finn Balor to worry about, which I'm gonna get into in just a moment. But this is where it was none other than the returning Seth Rollins we haven't seen in 2 weeks. This is where he came out. I was like, where the hell have you been? You should have showed up this past Saturday at Survivor Series and asked some questions to everybody in the OG bloodline. But I think it was mostly WWE's idea not to have him show up. So I can't really blame him on that much. But you get the point. Kayfabe, it's kind of is his fault. With him and his character, in story, he should have came out and asked some questions, if there's no about what's the explanation why two of his arch nemesis is are coming together, and Sami Zayn and Usos are very gullible of believing they're changed, but But that's where we got Seth Rollins that came out. That's where then he was much more in the serious. What's up? Like he was in the serious mood more than the silly mood because he wasn't doing the silly, goofy dances like this. Like he's like whoa, whoa. But yeah, he was not in the mood for singing and dancing. He much more want to get back to the unfinished business, like what started like probably ever since the day Punk came back, which was over a year ago, back in November 2023, which we got plenty of things to talk about that, but I'm gonna wait until when it's the wrestling news like that we do in the future video. But this is where Seth Rollins got on the microphone. This is where then he was like, the fans are clapping for him, but Seth Rollins like, thank you. Like this is where then he didn't talk. He was like, this is where fans are chanting CM Punk, the other half of it. This is where Seth Rollins like, I've been thinking a lot, like, and a guy really should have knocked your ass out the same day that you came back to WWE over 370 days ago. And that's where then he added, like, on the promo, he was like, and I totally regret, like, that every single day that for the past year, like, and that's where half the fans were booing because I believe these were CM Punk fans. But they're saying, like, boo, how could you say that to our hero in WWE or any wrestling company that he works for? But yeah, now he's working for WWE. So I'll say right here, like, yeah, this is where the Seth Rollins is like, yeah, you got in the way, you got hurt, I got titles to defend, and then he continued with a slow voice. I say, I had a bloodline to take down, not to mention. And then this word, then fans are like, yeah, that's all in the past 7 months ago. Like, don't they can't keep dwelling on it. Like when things change, this is where Rollins was skeptical, just like as much as Kevin Owens was. Like when he was not understanding why Cody Rhodes was helping Roman Reigns against the bloodline of Bad Blood. And then this is what Seth Rollins was kind of acting like. I felt pity for you, just a pinch of it, and I was like, yeah, like that would you get Rollins for having some word? And Seth Rollins and continued saying onto his promo, this where he's like, and after Saturday at the Premium Live event, like sitting triumphant next to Roman Reigns, like it became very clear to me, like that was absolutely time to rectify like my absolute mistakes. And then that's where CM Punk's like nodding his head, like, yeah, like of course. I'm not sure if it was sarcastic or serious, but he didn't look at him like seeing exactly what he wants, so he's gonna prepare. But this is where Seth Rollins took off his very fancy, I'll say brown jacket that he had on. Is where this is where he was getting ready to throw down with his arch rival, the Chicago-made wrestler. This is where he's like, how about we finish this off here, right now? What do you say, Punk? And this is where fans start chanting, burn it down, which it must be the Rollins fans because given that's his catchphrase on the theme song. But it's where Seth Rollins, if you're going to do this my way, I get nothing, we're going to do this my way, and there's nothing in my way, and there's sure as hell nothing wrong out in your way. Like nobody's not holding you back. Like the only thing that's on between of us are air and hatred. And like I have a feeling in my gut and body that tonight is the night that I knock Simmons. I'm gonna finally knock CM Punk off right on his ass. Something I should have done, like I said, over 270 days ago. And then this where then Punk was like, "Oh, you want to fight?" Like, and this where it was like, okay, like this. And this is where the CM Punk did, but he's like, here's, I want to tell you something, Rollins. Like, I told you that I want to get rid of all the personal sides, but, and I long past, Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre and Solo and whoever, I've been drawing races for guys that I don't even know I was right. Or he said this, I was drawing races that I didn't even know I was who I was running against or something like that. Yeah, or he was drawing races for those that he did not know he was in a race with or something like that. Is where Seth Rollins gave him a very deafening anguish here. There's a CM Punk like, yeah, it's over 6 or 7 months ago you were a champion. You got something that I wanted, but now you don't have absolutely nothing. Like, you barely had your family, but I'm not gonna talk about that. Like, but I'm gonna get to the point that I know exactly where I'm going. Like, I know what's in my future and destiny. Like, and kid, you're not it. And I was like, I think you should reconsider saying that. Like, you might regret it in the next, I'll say 3-4 months from now. Like, whenever it's confirmed that that it. Like, yeah, I'm not sure. It depends. Like, I'll say, like, yeah, like, it depends. Like, whenever they confirm, like, when they're gonna make this a dream WrestleMania match, which I hope it's gonna be the main event. But anyways, where we got Seth Rollins was like, what makes you think about that? Like, if I beat you to it, it's where CM Punk was like, well, you were talking about, you think about me for the last 6 months. Let me tell you something, Rollins. I never thought about you at all. Like, not even even a consideration about you. And this is where then CM Punk then but he was like, and I got things to do, like, in this business, like, and what else he said? He said, like, so stay the hell out of my business, like, before you become a problem in it. And this word, then Seth Rollins nodded his head, like, and he was like, yeah, as much as I do not want to hang around you, but enough is enough, like, and you're, like, and you, you've been a problem with me for over the year. He was like, and you're starting to be my business. And this word, then he pushed him right into the other side and in the diagonal corner of the bottom right. This is where then CM Punk was like, oh, you want to throw down? So Seth Rollins was like, come here, like, I'm already ready. And this is where they were just ready to bob up their fists. This is where they end up doing so by throwing fists right into each other, like if they're Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, like into a quick wrestling tennis fight. But this is where luckily the fellow other baby faces, Seth Rollins and Jey Uso, came out there for the save. Well, one of the babyfaces that was brawling, like, was turning heelish because he said some very insulting words to what's the name, Jey Uso, with Jey. This was Jey Uso. I mean, Seth Rollins was like, yeah, Jay, send him back to the locker room, and while you're at it, like, say hi to your cousin Roman Reigns when you go right back up to his lap in his throne and at the table. And this is what Sami Zayn's like, whoa, like, you didn't have to go there. It's one thing that he's like, and he was like, I'm not going to allow you to talk to Jey Uso that way. That's what Sami Zayn told Seth Rollins, like, when he was correcting him, saying, like, it's one thing that you have very plenty of vendettas and hatred against what's his name, CM Punk, but, like, don't put Jey Uso into this when he's trying to be the peacemaker alongside him as well, like, with him just trying to break up the fight, not making it worse than it already has happened. This is where Seth Rollins was agreeing with Sami Zayn by correcting himself, like, yeah, you know what, Sami, you're right. Like, he was like, I that chick magnet Punk got the better of me. Like, yeah, Jay have a reason why he is associated with back to his cousin, because family will be family. But like, this where it's like, but who are you? And this is where then everybody's like, oh, and this is where fans start chanting that's Jey Uso, Sammy Uso. This is where then Seth Rollins was like, yeah, like, I like Sammy Uso, like. It is what it is, like, but I hate to tell you this. I hate to tell you, break this to you, Sammy. Like, but you're not really family, and this is where the fans like, it don't matter. Like, blood relations should not have anything to do with that term. Like, and it should be like in any shape or form, or with blood or without blood, or any color, shape, or size, or whatever you want to call it. But it's where the Seth Rollins then continue by saying, like if you're family with Roman, then you're family with me too. Like, you and I, like, we were more closer than what you ever was with Roman, or with Jay, or even anybody else that's on the bloodline has ever been. He's like, we went on the road together. We went to the pit. We've been in this business together for a long time now. Like, we've been down to this road over 20 years together. In this word, and Seth Rollins said, we're family too. And you stabbed me right into the you stabbed me right in the back when you teamed with CM Punk, man. This is where Sami Zayn was like, whoa. I know. Let me remind you of something. I did not ask the team with CM Punk at War Games. Like, okay? Like, you think I wanted to be? Like, you want, like, did you really think I want CM Punk as my tag team partner at War Games? Like, absolutely not. Like, I didn't. I didn't. Like, my hands were tied. Like, I had no choice. Like this was and it was like it was like he was willing to help, and it was all thanks to the wise man, like not blaming, just thinking, like. But yeah, like it was him, like for him for a favor, like for an exchange, like to help us out, like because we were down a man, like, and we needed him to take down the new bloodline, like, and I was willing to take that, like, and he was like, and quite frankly, I did not want him as the fifth member. I wanted you as the fifth member of the OG bloodline. Is where Seth Rollins like, don't bring me into this bloodline crap. Like, I don't like that. That's why I said like I was trying. I suggested you do not get yourself into this business because that's the reason why you left the bloodline in the first place. Like, because this is where Sami Zayn pointed out that he tried to ask him twice to be the exact, but he declined and rejected his offer twice, both times. This is where Sami Zayn was like, we wouldn't have the team with CM Punk if you just agreed to team with us in the first place because like your arch rival was in Solo's team, but you didn't accept the offer because you're too damn stubborn as hell. And this is where the Seth Rollins like, he didn't really call me the S word, and no, not the word that stands for the ice cold refreshing beverage. This is where then Seth Rollins everybody's like, am I losing my mind right here? Like, yeah, maybe you're gonna remind me, Sammy. Like, what did you exactly wanted me to do the team with? And he was like, and what do you want me to team with you for? Like, what's the question? This was like, oh, that's right. Like, my reminder's back, and it's explaining that you want me to help Roman Reigns, a guy that put me and everybody here in WWE put us through hell for the last 4 years, and you want me to recreate a monster to gain his power again. Like, this is what Sami Zayn was like. This is where Sami Zayn's like, the reason why Roman Reigns is a monster is because of you when you hit him with that chair 10 years ago. I'm like, dang, like he just spoke truth about him. And funny thing is, about 10 years ago, that's when Sami Zayn got to WWE on NXT, like alongside Kevin Owens and a couple other guys that I'm probably not going to be talking about until, like, unless if it's in a news video. But this is where we got Seth Rollins is like, oh, like, this is where he starts smiling. He was like, and this is where then Sami Zayn's like, don't act like your hands are totally closed on all of this. This is where Seth Rollins was like, I am not in no way in this bloodline business. And I am completely innocent in this. But I mean, and I'm not, he didn't say he is. I mean, he isn't completely innocent into this, in this situation with Roman Reigns. But he understands that the sins that he done, and he paid them off like a long time ago, which was true. But it was like probably over 7 years ago that he did. It's where he's just and I understand I put the chair in Roman Reigns, but like that was. It was like that was the motivation of the tribal chief and what got him on top and became a monster in the first place. Like, I get that, but I apologize for that over 1,000,000 times, and I have atoned for that. Like, if you're gonna be pointing fingers at you, like, you're damn sure right now I'm gonna point a finger back at you. I'm not the only guy that put a chair in Roman's back. Because you did, you need. He's like, and this is where he's like, because you need to look in the mirror, Sammy, because you did the exact same damn thing with a very quick and angry voice. And this is where I was like, yeah, like he got him right there as well, because that was like over a year ago, almost like a month away from being exactly 2 years when he did that to Roman. But yeah, that's all in the past. But he was making the point like, why you're judging me and criticizing me when I can tell you back. And this is where Seth Rollins is like, and I applaud you for that because you did it for the right reason. Because he was the scum of the earth. He treated you like crap. He treated Jay like crap. Like, he treated everybody like crap. Like, every single person on the planet. Like, he wants everybody to bow down to himself, like if he's the king of this planet, which he's obviously not. And this is where Seth Rollins continues. And it was like, and I understand what you did, why you did. Like we all understand what we did, but what we sacrificed, like back at WrestleMania a few months ago, to take down the bloodline for good. And he's like, and you do not remember this, like, and he's like, get it to your head, man. Like Roman Reigns, like has not changed a bit. Like, have he apologized to you in question? Did he apologize to Jey Uso? Did he apologize to anybody that he did wrong to? Like, just think about, like, even just a shred of remorse. Like, no, ever. Like, not even 1% that he showed. And this where he's like he haven't changed. And this and CM Punk sure as hell didn't change either. And this where then Rollins and said, like, and quite frankly, you are just completely stupid and naive and gullible to believe in what they tell you. It's where then Sami Zayn responded back, like with him saying in a very, I'm not sure if sarcastic is the right, like, but with a comeback of his own, by saying, like, you know, like you, like it. He's like, yeah, you got a lot of frustration into this way. He was telling him that he's provoking him, pushing the wrong buttons, and ticking him off. This where he's like, yeah, like you're really making me absolutely frustrated right now, Seth. And you want to blow off some steam with me? How about we have a match here, right here tonight in the main event? That's where then Seth Rollins agreed to okay, like he was like, if you want it, like don't say I warned you, like it's fine by me. And this is where he dropped the microphone right in front of his part of his body. This is where he walked out of there. This is where we have a match. I'm like, wow, we really just see this happen. Like, and this is where I was expecting like a tease of a feud right here with Seth Rollins being the jealous Jerry and asking why, but also like him like saying like, why did you even team with both of them, the guys that I despise, But yeah, I did not know that he was going to be like teasing it this much. Like he's about to turn heel at the end. But we're going to see more about or talk about more about this like on the next. At the end of the video. And about like the surprise at the end, like we thought we were never going to see in the next couple of weeks, but we did. But let me know in the comment section right down below what was your thoughts on this very interesting segment, and do you think that you thought that Seth Rollins is going to turn heel after him making some remarks like this, like with him being the Kevin Owens of Raw, like with him trying to speak logic. But the thing is that Punk and Roman Reigns changed like for over the past few months. But anyways, this is where we got but let's move on. That's what it showed, like an exclusive after the show video clip, like with an interview with Kathy Kelly trying to chase down Finn Balor to interview him, like where his actions of attacking Damian Priest and costing him the world championship. That's where we got Damian Priest caught him and attacks him from behind, but he ends up getting to a 2-on-1 beaten down by Damian Priest, and he gets hit with a chair shot with his arm was stuck right to the box-like structure, thanks to McDonough and Carlito, like I guess put him on the shelf, which in kayfabe, like they're probably trying to keep him off the television, and like because like they're trying to give Finn Balor a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, only probably get screwed out of by Damian Priest. But this will not sit well with the name again now. We're again turning into a tweener, and then this is where we can see them in a potential triple threat match, probably for the World Championship at the Netflix debut show. And I'll say that's when we can see CM Punk or Seth Rollins go after the ring general at the Royal Rumble in 2024 or 2025, February 1st, 2025. Like I believe it's gonna be I think it's gonna be like the week before the Super Bowl, which I will indeed make both reviews of the show. But anyways, let's continue by. This is what Finn Balor is trying to get the team together. Like if he's the leader, like to make sure that like they need to get back. They need to get back right on track, because like the last time he checked, like the women's me and McDonough did successfully defend our titles a week ago against the War Raiders. I need to focus about it. You're right, This is what she's like, and you know what? Like, and I have a match against Damage Control tonight. So Liv more, I mean, me and Raquel, not Liv. She is Liv Morgan. Me and Raquel gonna do that. This is where Finn Balor didn't breathe in, breathe out. This where then Liv Morgan was asking Finn Balor. She hoped that what she knows what exactly what he's doing. This is where Finn Balor's like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Like, see, like I am the World Tag Team Champion. Like I and he's like, whatever Judgment Day are in, they win. I was like, yeah, that rhymes, so it's true, but it seems like they haven't been in as of late, given that they've been losing quite a lot, like except for when Finn Balor and JD McDonough won those retained their tag titles against the War Raiders. But it's where we got this is where the rest of the team, like once Finn Balor walk out, this is where they start asking, like it's been very odd to see Balor like this, like if he is actually the leader. This is where the Liv Morgan, this is where the this is where Dirty Dom was like, okay, like can you hang out with the boys like until I get done like fighting Damage Control? This is where Dirty Dom's like, okay, with pleasure, honey. This is where then they went back to the locker room, like hang out. This is where we got the tag team matchup next because right on to the Pirate Princess is where we got. But this is where Kyrie gets saved by EO. This is where we got Raquel Rodriguez that gave EO Sky a flashback on the NXT days. They sending her right to the ropes when EO Sky must have had some kind of a panic attack because she just fainted and went right through the ropes, like if she was about to go through the wall. This is where she went to the barricade tombstone wall of Barry. This is where we got Kyrie Sane and started making a comeback, like kicking Liv Morgan in the gut when she was running away. This is where she hit the swinging neck breaker, like the WWE 2K19. This is where we got Io Sky that finally got back right on top of the apron. This is where we got Kyrie Sane trying to go for attack, but this is where she was having trouble of doing so. She hit the Enziguri right onto Liv Morgan. She did crawl right onto Io Sky. Is where we got the Genius of the Sky made a comeback onto her future opponent for Saturday night's main event for the Women's World Championship. This is where she hits a missile drop kick. This is where she sent it right to the upper right corner side, where they're saying like you're telling the Everett fans to get up on their feet because their favorite Genius women's wrestler is gonna give a preview to Liv Morgan that she's not gonna forget like into the next 12 days. This is where Liv Morgan is sent her right to the bottom rope. Liv Morgan tried to close on her, but it's where Io boots her right to the face. Io Sky went right to the right side on the apron. It's where we got Raquel Rodriguez trying to come in and whack her with a right hand. This is where she blocked it, hit a Japanese uppercut, if I say that, of course, or even a genius. I should say, yeah, genius uppercut. I'm not sure what to call it. This is where she hit the jawbreaker, using her head right underneath the jaw of Raquel. This is where he kicked her right into the face. She got draped in the middle rope. She did try to go for a springboard leg drop, which I believe she struggled and botched the maneuver. When Liv Morgan tried to take a page out of Damian Priest's playbook by doing the cymbal slap right between the head of Io Sky. That's where she tried to go for. This is where she tried to go for a waist lock, but this is where Io Sky countered out of it. This is where then she go for a German suplex onto the current champ and then send her right to the bottom left side. Io Sky's like, yeah, and this is where then she's like, I got it right where I wanted. This is where the fans start cheering for her, like something that I thought we would never see in the next 2,000 years. But this is where she hits the knee strike right into the face. This is where we got Io Sky then step right over Liv Morgan. This is where she goes for the genius moonsault, if I'm mistaken, or over the moonsault, I should say. Yeah, this is where Liv Morgan trips her right over. Got her in a tree of rope position.